My true love is definitely running. I like being outside and interacting with the world around me in a very anonymous way. I think that's really, profoundly calming, actually. We know that our population is getting older. We are living longer now than ever before. Now, I think, is really the time to start thinking about how can we live healthier than ever before. My name is Dr. Fabrisia Ambrosio. I am the Atlantic Chartered Director of the Discovery Center for Musculoskeletal Recovery at the Schoen Adams Research Institute. We are very inspired by the human body, and we are very interested in understanding what are the features that preserve health even into older age. Because we know that with aging, tissues just don't heal as effectively as they used to, and so that can make recovery prolonged, and oftentimes that can really trigger a shift from independence to requiring assistance with mobility. So what we want to do is understand why it is that those healing cascades become compromised as we get older, so that we can develop interventions and therapeutics to kind of maximize functional recovery. So I think that Mass General Brigham is the place to be thinking about these questions, because there is such a pervasive spirit of innovation and really wanting to do the best for our patients. We also think about things like exercise mimetics, and so not everybody can exercise, right? It's something we should all aspire to, but in some cases, for example, individuals in an ICU, it's not possible to kind of maintain that active, at least for the time that they're in the hospital. And we know that it doesn't take a long time for immobility to actually start to have devastating effects on our tissues. For me, this was something very personal, because my father had a very severe grade 4 subarachnoid hemorrhage. It was so severe, in fact, that he was in a coma for 6 weeks, and the doctors told us that he had 0% chance of recovery. So while he was in the coma, I couldn't help but think about my research and the importance of muscle activity for promoting brain health. And so while he was in the ICU, I started exercising him and, doing neuromuscular electrical stimulation, just trying to keep those muscle signals going, thinking about maintaining his brain health. After 6 weeks in the ICU, non-responsive, my father woke up, and actually he started to really progress, and he made a remarkable recovery. That really inspired me to want to go back into our own research and really think about what is the communication that's happening between the muscle and the brain. That muscle can be such a potentially powerful stimulus to preserve brain health. But in reality, in the back of our minds, we are always thinking about how might this translate to clinical applications and what might this mean for our patients. And so that's really our motivation. I also find running inspiring in the sense that I oftentimes listen to audiobooks or lectures while I'm running. Not infrequently, I would say. I will be running and listening to something. I will stop and call my student and say, I just had this idea, write it down, because I'm outside, and so then we'll come back and kind of develop the idea later. So I would say that that's been, I think, one of the neatest things for me, is to see how I can solve problems and have creative new ideas when I'm running. Philanthropy allows us to kind of maintain that momentum and pursue some of our boldest ideas. And those are the ones where I think the really exciting stuff comes. The flexibility that it gives us and the kind of power it gives us to really be daring in the questions that we're asking is very exciting.